What's up, you guys? It is Brad here, and welcome to BrickLover Vlogs. This is my behind-the-scenes vlog channel where I take you, of course, behind the scenes of my entire LEGO operations. Of course, these last few weeks have been very busy. These next few weeks are going to be even busier, but I am so excited to be showing you what I am up to here in the LEGO space. I spent a lot of the evening tonight here in the LEGO room working on building the LEGO city. You guys would know from previously in the vlog that I worked on building this French restaurant right here, which I'm super hyped about. Well, tonight I was able to modify it to actually make it a corner to be able to fit here in my LEGO city. So I expanded the one side right here, and I think I made it look pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And then of course it's now sitting here next to the jazz club, and my next plan is to of course make this a skyscraper. But you guys will have to stay tuned for the city update if you want to learn more about that. In the meantime, I made a little bit of a mess here in the LEGO room, but that's okay. I ended up needing the instructions for this set, so they're right here right now. So I had to go through and find them and make a huge mess, and I accidentally knocked over a bunch of the pieces from the grand piano, which is something I realized I do need to start soon. I disassembled that weeks ago now and have not touched it ever since, so that'll be great. My friends have been making minifigures a lot more recently because I've been showing so many people, so I've got to adjust this now here as well, because this tray is definitely a little bit of a mess, as is kind of the rest of the LEGO room, but that's okay because this is a Tuesday night and it is a perfect night just to work around the room and get some things done. For the most part, I was able to get the LEGO room tidied up a bit better tonight. I finished building this snowman right here for Mini Build Monday. I want to actually review that maybe tomorrow or something like that outside. I think that would be pretty cool. But I kept the rest of this desk is pretty cleaned up. All the parts have been put back. I still have to put my bag of Lego away that I got at the Disney store, downtown Disney, in the last vlog. I still have to put the instructions away and figure out what I'm going to do with this. It is such a mess over here. I'm actually, it's a little daunting to handle the grand piano right now. I don't know why, but I'm just a little afraid about it. Oh, I resorted some of the sig figs that my friends have made over the last couple months. So I was able to kind of rearrange who has a sig fig, who doesn't have a sig fig. I made some labels. I have a few more to make, and then there's a few unidentified sig figs. So oopsies on that one. I don't know who's unidentified. I can't even remember who I've shown the room for. This one, honestly, I feel like this figure was not made by one of my friends, but just somehow found its way into that drawer. I don't know. I look back at text messages. I've had this one since August of last year, unidentified. So somebody maybe someday will claim it. I'm not too sure. Actually, I think it just may have came to me. I'm going to text that person and see. This is what happens when I don't take people's pictures. But I actually think that one literally just came to me now. And as I said, it's been there unidentified since August. So hopefully I'm going to text him and see. But everything else in the LEGO room is going really well. I've got some videos that I could make a little bit later today. I've got some LEGO sets I could build. I put the white backdrop away. These lights actually need to come off so they don't discolor any of the LEGO sets or anything there. But yeah, life is good. Tonight I'm starting a very daunting task. I am actually working on rebuilding the grand piano. This is a set that I got in November at Andy's Brick Shop. I started working on it last year and then backburnered it because I was just too busy with some other projects. But tonight I wanted to get started on the build. So I'm going to start right here. Sorry, my chair is squeaky. Starting right here, filming a speed build for my speed build channel. But you can see there's just a lot of parts here. And this is going to be a very, very daunting task. Wish me luck. The build process has been going really well tonight. You can see this is what I've done so far. I've been at this for almost an hour. It is very, very difficult to find the pieces that I'm looking for because I'm looking through two different bins just the way I separated it. I knew this one wasn't going to be a very easy build just because I wasn't able to, it all builds together very closely, and it's very hard when you're disassembling the set to separate it based on what bag. Other LEGO sets are a lot easier to do that with because you have a general idea, but this is all the same three colors basically. So it has been a long build so far. But we'll have to see because I'm making a video to see whether or not it was worth it or not. So I don't know. Happy Monday, you guys. I'm doing a quick film here in the washroom today for Mini Build Monday. These are some boats that I filmed about a week or two ago now for Mini Build Monday. And I filmed all the other segments of it. I just had to actually film the float test right here. So you guys can see I set the backdrop up in the bathroom here, filled the bathtub up with water, and brought the lights in. And I actually just finished filming those clips, which is really good. So now that these are filmed, I'll be able to edit the rest of the Mini Build Monday. And of course, I literally set this up It took me like 10 minutes to set it up. I filmed for 5 minutes, and now it's time to take it down again. So I'll have to do that. But first, I guess I'll just watch these clips just to make sure they're good. I didn't get up to too much in the Lego room here tonight. I just worked on building the grand piano a little bit more, which is exciting. I did a lot of editing earlier, which is kind of boring, so I'm not going to talk about that. But working on the grand piano here is going really well. It's been taking a really, really long time, though. You guys can see I've still got all these pieces here, all these pieces here, and all these pieces here. So wish me luck. What's up, you guys? Tonight I am excited because I am going to an influencer event here in Toronto. It is completely un-Lego related, but I got invited to come and share my experience online and, you know, celebrate Team Canada, and I heard it's gonna be really cool, so let's check it out now. Okay, so we just entered the McCain event here. As you can see, it is for Team Canada. Pretty much right when I was getting there, the McCain mascot got there as well. I think his name was Spud. You can see it's this pretty cool fry costume guy dressed like a potato, which is pretty awesome. Throughout the activation, they had lots of different French fry puns, you know, related back to Team Canada and their support for them in the Olympics. Of course, this is a McCain pop-up event, so they did have some food here. They have 3 different options for you to choose from, and we actually got to try all of them, which was really cool. Of course, I did have to wait for the mascot to get his food first, but that's okay because it was worth the wait. And of course, here is what the food looks like. It was absolutely delicious. So I got the sliders, the onion rings, and the pizza fries, which were really good. They also had lots of really cool photo opportunities here as well with some cool pop-ups, and you can see it was pretty busy for the creator night right here. Lots of pretty cool creators here, and I had a lot of fun. All right, you guys, the influencer event was super fun. I am back here right now. I had to rush back, post all my stories and stuff from tonight because they you know, wanted me to share my experience tonight before the public gets to see it tomorrow. And then I had to come back here and I had to like rush pack for Atlanta BrickCo or BrickCon, whatever it is. I'm flying to Atlanta tomorrow. Sorry, it's really dark in my room here, but you can see there I've got my backpack, I've got my suitcase. My flight is at like 9 a.m. tomorrow, which means I have to be at the airport at 6 a.m., which means I have to leave here at like 5 a.m., which means I have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. So it is going to be a very, very, very early morning. Honestly, I probably don't have to be at the airport that early. I don't think my flight's until 9:30, which means I really don't have to be there until 6:30, which I don't have to leave downtown until 6, and you can even push it. Like, you don't need to go to the airport a full 3 hours early. However, I'm going to the lounge. I want to get my free breakfast, so I'm going as early as possible so I can get set up and like get a bunch of work done and stuff like that before my flight, because I've got a lot of work to do. But honestly, I am super hyped for Atlanta, and I'm going to film a bunch of clips, and whatever doesn't make it into the main channel vlog will end up right here. What's up, you guys? It is Brad here, and today I am off to Atlanta BrickCon. It is a little after 5 a.m. in the morning, and I am up, I am packed, and I am ready to go to the airport. I got my suitcase right here. I've got my backpack right here. And now it's time for me to call an Uber to the train station.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
All right, I've arrived at the train station here. Now it is off to the airport. Honestly, I'm kind of late, but I am not surprised. My train departs in 3 minutes. Oh gosh, the airport is so much busier than I expected it to be. All right, I am off to the lounge now. My flight is slightly delayed, so I'm just in the lounge here working. All right, just left the lounge, and now I am off to find my gate. Time for boarding. Alright, you guys, I have just landed here in Atlanta. So you guys, I realized I kind of messed up a little. I thought Atlanta was going to be really warm because it's so close to Florida, and I honestly didn't look at the weather. But as I'm looking around here at everyone at the airport, everyone's literally wearing winter jackets. And I'm standing next to the door, and I can feel how cold it is. I only brought t-shirts. This is going to be interesting. Alright, you guys, I have just arrived at the convention center here. I'm super excited to go find my friends and go check it out. I've never been here before, so I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. That ballroom was not it. They're setting up for a fancy gala. I guess that makes sense why there was a red carpet. Okay, I think I need to enter down here. Alright, sweet. I've definitely found the right place now. And I think it's time for me to go check in. Sweet. What's up, you guys? I am officially back from Atlanta BrickCon now. Man, that was a really fun weekend. It is Monday night right now. It's about 8:30 p.m. I got home this morning around 9:30 a.m. I took a 6:05 a.m. flight from Atlanta. I stayed at a friend's house last night, had to get up at like 3:30 to go to the airport. I got to the airport an hour before security even opened, so I slept in the lobby. Then I got through security and slept at my gate. Then I got on the plane and slept on the plane. It was a really wild time. I came home and I worked all day. I am so tired right now, but I wanted to come into the Lego room here. I wanted to film a little haul of what I picked up at the convention and of course show it to you guys here. So all the Lego I got this weekend actually fits in these two bags right here. As you guys saw, this was the first time I've ever really flown to just a Lego convention for a Lego convention and not going to Europe for other things as well. So I went with just a carry-on and I came back with just a carry-on. So this is all the Lego and it had to fit in that suitcase. So I pretty much sorted it out here by the Lego that I picked up. So I got all of this Lego here from the garage sale, all of this Lego in the middle for free as part of attending the convention, and then this pile of Lego is everything I got from the vendors. So for starters, I got all of these parts right here from one of the vendors. They were actually 30% off because it was the last day, which was awesome, and I was an exhibitor. So I just picked up a bunch of random parts. I think there's about $10 worth of parts here, and I just picked them up because I figured these are all parts that I would use in my Lego collection and would actually be pretty useful for building. Eclipse Graphic was definitely my most expensive portion of the weekend. I picked up a bunch of different custom things here. I did get the Winter Jones Lego minifigure right here, and I picked this one up because I just thought it was really cool, and the print on it were pretty impressive, and it's very, very detailed. I also picked up the Eclipse Strike Operation Winter Siege, these custom printed Lego Christmas weapons, which I thought were pretty fun. I got the Brick Warriors, the Warrior Distillery collection. These are like 15 custom molded Lego bottles, which I thought would be perfect for my bar or something like that. And then I, of course, also picked up all of these custom Lego parts, like the Starbucks coffee brick right here, a bunch of these window signs, a bunch of their custom printed menus, and then I got a ton of drinkware right here, including some custom bottles, some coffee grounds right here, some Starbucks coffee cups, regular alcohol, more bottles as you can see, and just a bunch of empty cups here as well. I also picked up this custom Lego Nintendo Switch, as well as these Lego minifigure parts. Here's everything that I picked up from Citizen Brick. So I did get two of their custom Lego guitars right here, which I'm super hyped about. These look like really cool pieces. I think they're custom mold with some cool prints on them. I also picked up the 2026 Atlanta Woo thing here, the one of those shaker minifigure things, that the balloons that dance around. Also picked up their 2x3 redacted tile, a couple of their Lego minifigure fanny packs, and these two Lego babies right here. From Brick Tactical here, I did pick up a bunch of cool custom prints here, including these two FBI hats, which I thought were really cool. I got a couple of these custom injection molded Lego minifigure weapons. This I'm super hyped about. This is a Lego Louis Vuitton jumpsuit. I just thought this was really fun. You can see the Louis Vuitton pattern is all over. It's actually pretty sick. And then I also picked up this custom crate right here. It's designed to look like an Amazon box. From Dynamo Bricks, I actually picked up a couple other customs right here, including this masonry brick wall of the Olympic logo out of Lego Bricks, which I thought was cool, as well as this Atlanta BrickCon 2026 brick with the Atlanta skyline on it. Finally, from one of the other vendors, I did pick up this poly bag right here. It is of a Lego duck, and it literally cost $1. And this right here is actually everything that I picked up from the garage sale. This might be my smallest Lego convention garage sale haul ever. I did pick up this bag of Lego support pieces just for $2, because I figured I could use them in a build. I picked up this bag of printed 2x4 tiles right here, as well as a bunch of stickered slopes. I'm also really hyped about this one. I got this vintage Lego tree right here. This is what the old Lego trees used to look like, and this one's really sick because it's actually got the ABS plastic glued all over, which is really fun. Speaking of ABS plastic, I did buy this little bag of pellets of ABS plastic here. This is in the red, so it's like the 2x4 red brick, which I thought was really cool, and I've got some other ABS plastic, but this is the first time I got it in red. And then I also got these patent pending 2x4 plates right here in transparent. And then last but not least, this is all the Lego that I received for free for attending the convention. I got a couple stickers and business cards right here. Of course, I got my convention badge, which says Exhibitor 2026 on it. I added my 1x8 brick to it. I've got the Atlanta BrickCon 2026 brick, as well as this one from Dynamo Bricks. I also got this little Lego car right here for free because I participated in a blind build challenge, and as you guys can see, I did not build this correctly, but I'm going to keep it like that because it's pretty cool to add to my collection. Got a couple pieces of free candy here, and then a couple custom printed Lego elements from other members of the community. So yeah, like you guys saw, I got a lot of really cool Lego this weekend, and as I said, the convention was so much fun. I'm tired right now, so it's kind of hard for me to convey how much fun I really did have, but it was one of the coolest and best weekends. I feel like I connected with so many really cool people, and just yeah, it was a really, really fun time. So, of course, you guys will have to stay tuned for the main channel. Check it out there because all of the vlogs from this weekend are already uploaded by the time you're watching this video. And yeah, you won't be disappointed. I hope not, at least, because, as I said, this weekend was so incredibly fun. I've been in the Lego room all evening now working on editing my Atlanta BrickCon vlogs. Both of them are finished now, which I'm super hyped about. Day 1 and 2 is going to be all the shopping and checking out the vendors. Day 3 and 4 is going to be looking at all of the mocks. So one is about 14 minutes long, and the next one is about 21 minutes long. So pretty decent amount of time. I did capture a lot of footage at the con, which was super exciting. So I can't wait for you guys, of course, by the time you're watching this, you have seen it, but I can't wait for you guys to check out those vlogs. I can't remember if I showed you this, but last night I did get a lot of progress done on the grand piano, which is super hype. So that's kind of where it's sitting right now. I did move all the parts out of the way so I could film my Atlanta BrickCon haul, and I actually did finish filming that last night. I have not edited it yet though. And then today I did have a couple calls, so I was doing them on the treadmill here so I could walk, build Lego, and talk at the same time. 3 things is crazy. So right now you guys can see I'm working on the Pixar lamp, which is really cool. I'll probably finish that up on some calls tomorrow maybe. One of the other things I also built was the Game Boy right here. I can't believe I built this one on a call. It was super fun. I really like that set. Very small, a lot smaller than I thought it would be, but pretty sick. Other than that, unfortunately, the Lego room is a little messy right now. I'm not surprised. I've been away and I've been very busy. But I'm going to finish editing those vlogs, probably get the thumbnails and stuff like that done for them, get them uploaded to YouTube, and then if I have time, clean the Lego room. But before I clean the Lego room, I think I have some BrickLover orders to pack, which is higher priority than a cleaner Lego room. The rest of the night in the Lego room has gone pretty good here. I've just been working on thumbnails. As you can see, I've got the one for day 1 and 2 done, and I'm working on the one for day 3 and 4. Just finished doing a bunch of the photos I need for the thumbnails because I take them after the fact. I cheat. You can see there they are there. That's fun. So I have a couple different shirt options depending on which will look better on the thumbnail here. So super excited. I will probably finish that up tomorrow because it's after midnight. I am pretty tired, but happy that that's done and happy that all of the vlogs are edited here as well. I've got to watch this one more time. It is 21 minutes and 53 seconds long, so it is quite a bit longer than the one I got from day 1 and 2 here. This one was only 14 minutes, but I did get 23 other videos from Atlanta BrickCon, which is super awesome. There's a mix of mocks and a mix of like vendor videos and stuff like that. Of course, the vlog, lots of good stuff here. But no, unfortunately, that also means I did not get anything else done in the Lego room here tonight. As you guys can see, the rest of it is pretty much still a mess, so I will have to work on that tomorrow. Actually, I guess that is kind of a lie because I did get these 2 BrickLink orders packed, and I will take them to the post office tomorrow. So the Lego room is still a mess tonight. I did not get it cleaned up like I wanted to. Tonight was very, very busy with a lot more filming, so very happy about that. I opened up my box from Lego Shop at Home there, filmed the short form for that, so that'll come out probably in a few weeks. I also opened up the package from United Bricks, and I got this incredible President Zelensky minifigure, the Ukrainian president, which I'm super hyped about, and also got this one right here as well, which is really cool, and a Canadian Mountie, which is pretty awesome. So put those on the display right there. As you guys can see, very, very messy. I actually finished building the Disney Pixar set today too, which was great. Finished that on the treadmill. So you can see it is right here. I filmed the speed build of it. So I'm going to try and find somewhere for this to go in the leg room or something like that. Get the treadmill out of the way because I want to continue building the grand piano. I'm like so behind on that video, but I got to clean it up a little because I'm getting stressed. So I'm going to do a tiny bit of cleaning right now, which is good, and just, you know, continue editing videos and stuff like that. And then something else I did today, which I'm super hyped about, is I worked on the BrickLink store. So that is great. I got a lot of the pieces that from the Love set part out. I'll put away now. I'll talk about more about that in the BrickLink vlog. And in addition to parting out those, or like putting the parts away from that set, I also ordered some more sets on BrickLink. So hopefully they're from Amazon. They're for BrickLink, not from BrickLink. But hopefully they will come tomorrow or something like that. Tomorrow and Sunday, I think, is when the 2 Amazon orders are going to come. So that'll be great because I need to add some new parts to the BrickLink store because I need to continue growing the inventory. So I'm pretty excited. It's been a pretty good evening here in the Lego room, and there's just a few more things I want to do before I'm off to bed. All right, you guys, before I went to bed, I just did a little bit more progress on the grand piano here. So I do want to try and get this video wrapped up in the next couple days or something like that. And I want to finish building the set. I've had it since November, and it is early February now, so it's been like 4 months. So I'm just going to set that off to the side right here. Ended up having to dump out all the pieces. It's been a very challenging build so far, like you guys will see in that video for sure, but I've got all the parts right here, and I will just work on continue building it. Maybe I'll get some more done this weekend. And with that, you guys, that is all for today's vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in, of course. I really hope you enjoyed. It was a jam-packed vlog from everything from Lego building to influencer events to flying to Atlanta to coming home from Atlanta, showing you everything I picked up. It's been an insane couple weeks, but I hope you guys enjoyed, like I said. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all here in the next video.